Hi, welcome to Mommas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and share this with another mama that is still looking to do her plan for 2026. As always, we're going to go ahead and start the episode off with a motivational quote. I am a part of the Pretty Girl Sweat. It's like a group. I don't know if it's just Metro Atlanta, but let's see. It is a group. Hold on. It's called A Sweat Sisterhood Making Fitness Fun. Yes, it looks like it is based in Atlanta. They basically, I know I followed them on IG, but they give you tips on how to live a healthier life. Like influencers that may be doing stuff related to fitness, they'll share their content on their page. The page is called Pretty Girl Sweat. Like recently, I think this was actually earlier this week, they gave a tip about washing your bananas. It says to wash and wipe down your bananas before you put them up, because sometimes, like if a fruit fly or something like that is on them, it could cause like a whole, I was about to say an epidemic. Hold on, let me see what they say. They can trigger a full fruit fly outbreak. Not an epidemic. That's funny. But that's where I got my quote from. And the quote says, "The truest form of intelligence is designing the life you want to live." That's by Graham Weaver. He's an author. Again, the quote is, "The truest form of intelligence is designing the life you want to live." Again, that's by Graham Weaver. And the quote is basically saying, you have to plan what you want your life to look like. Even if that's just the day, the week, the month, the year, like we're getting ready to do here, you have the ability and the responsibility to plan your life, not anyone else, especially as an adult. With your kids, it may be a little bit different. You still want to give them some type of autonomy, but for the most part, kids kind of go with what we have for them or what's already laid out. They can change some things, of course, if it's with your permission. But for an adult, you definitely want to take the steps to kind of plan what's going on. Even positive thinking, in my opinion, fits right into that, because sometimes when we think negative and when we speak negative words, I feel that negative things come after that. So again, the quote is, "The truest form of intelligence is designing the life you want to live." But guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week's mama time, we are going to do vision board planning. I didn't do it on Patreon. No one was there. So I was like, I might as well just do it on the week's episode. So you can call this whatever you want to call it. It may be my vision board, my plan for the year. I've heard some other stuff and I can't remember. It was like a catchphrase going around a few years ago when people really weren't saying vision boards. They were calling it something else. But plain and simple, it's a yearly plan. Now, you can do your vision board for the next 12 months because it's still in January. You can do it by quarter, split it up, first, second, third, fourth quarter. You can try to do it all at once, or you can do kind of like my 12-week year plan if you want to do that. And that's somewhat quarterly. Just depends on when you start the 12-week plan. So there are a lot of different ways to take vision board planning, annual planning. Here are a few things that I like to do. Me and my husband, usually we try to sit down in December. If not December, we definitely want to do it in the first part of January. And we look over our goals from last year to see, did we actually make our goals, or was the goal more like a habit change? And I think for both of us, me and my husband, we had a lot of habit changes that we wanted to put into effect last year that are going to carry over to this year. But we have, and this, I found this online, just a quick Google search. I think I found like vision board for couples. I even found one for my kids, which I have not done one with them. With my girls, I just want to keep it basic, kind of like if they have a trip they want to go on, what things are they working on in school? If it's like I want to go up a reading level, or they do swim, if they want to come up with a simple plan or a simple goal, that's something that they can do. And of course, I do one for myself, and then me and my husband do one. The I'm trying to think. So these are about what I Google is about the same thing that me and my husband do. So they have relationship goals. And this one is good because they actually have relationship goals, but it is broken down into friends, family, partner. So one of the goals I wanted to do for 2026 was gather more with my friends. So I decided on some holidays, when everybody's off work, like your big holidays, MLK, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, and even, like the week of Thanksgiving or during Christmas break, just basically times when a lot of people, your kids are out of school, most adults are off work, really just have a gathering here at our house where we invite people over, have a good time, talk. The kids can play. That's something simple. It's not something you're doing every month. It's not something, you're doing twice a year, but something you're doing with a little bit more consistency. That way you're seeing your friends on a more regular basis. So we did one a few weeks ago, and we just had simple food. You can keep it simple. If you want to do something like appetizers, probably just let your guests know, hey, we're just having appetizers. That way they can eat like before or after the event so they're not hungry. Because if they're too hungry, then they're going to be like, all right, y'all, we about to go. Especially with kids, because they're always hungry. So just things like that. If you want to think of some games that you can play, that's good too, like family games or group games. That's always a great thing to do. So you may want to put that on like for your friends or even your family. Same thing with your family. If you live in like close proximity to your family, extended and immediate family, like if you have older kids or cousins, siblings that you want to talk to and gather with, that's something you probably could almost do once a month with family. It's kind of like if you don't have the opportunity to do Sunday dinners, like I would say our Sunday dinners in our family stopped a long time ago. But if you want to bring that back, I think like a family gathering once a month is something good. You guys can rotate. That's always a great way to see family that you haven't seen in a while. And too, especially if you have family members that may be getting up in age. And then partner, that's something, whatever that looks like for you. Next is health goals. So are you doing, I want to eat more protein, I want to exercise more. Like if you don't exercise at all, I want to start exercising 3 times a week. What does that really look like? It's easy to just put down, I want to exercise more, I want to eat healthy. But really, what does it mean to exercise more? Is that I'm going to join Planet Fitness because it's the least expensive gym. It's like $15 now, I think. And I can go there. Most of them are open 24/5. So that makes it really flexible as far as going. You just want to be safe when you're going like later in the evening or at night or early in the morning. So that can be one, instead of just saying, I want to exercise more. What does that look like? I want to eat healthy. Is that saying I'm going to do a protein-based smoothie for breakfast or for lunches? I'm going to do salads with the protein. Really write it out instead of just making it vague. Next is finance or career goals. If you're in the career that you want to be in, you're not really looking to move to another career. Is that saying, I want to, get a promotion, or I kind of want to stay where I'm at. I love what I'm doing. I don't want to go any higher. Definitely don't want to go lower. I'm good to go. Maybe if I can get a pay increase, but what are the ways that you're going to be doing that? Next, so that was career. And the other thing with career, if you're not in the career you want to be and you want to do a full career change, make this be the year that you do that. What does that look like? Do I need to go back to school? Do I need to take certifications within my job? Like, do they offer free certifications or for certifications that may be minimal cost that you can do? That way you can move up, get a promotion. Those are things to think about. Finance, if you have any debt or if you want to save for a big trip, or even if you just want to save for a big expense, go ahead and put that down too. I will save $100 a week, $100 a month, whatever that looks like, and I'm saving for this. Next is spiritual goals. So what does that look like for you? Is that going to church or whatever your religious gathering is? Is that once a week? Is that reading your Bible or whatever book that you look to? Or even if you want to add something to that, is it like reading an inspirational book once a month? Just to put that under your belt to go along with your Bible study. And finally, personal and lifestyle goals. I'm trying to think what would be, hold on. They had some questions. Oh, here's a good one. So personal and lifestyle goals, it says, what bad habits do you want to break? What new habits do you want to develop? Let's see. What opportunities are you looking for? That's probably more like career opportunities. Here's a good one. What do you fear most in life? How can you overcome that? So I think those are some great personal and lifestyle goals. This is probably about 10 or 15 questions, probably more than that. But it's just some questions that you can kind of reflect on when you're actually doing a vision board, which I think these are some great questions. I can have these at the end of in the notes section of this particular podcast. So wherever you're listening or watching, just check the notes section and then I'll have the questions in there. I wish I could put like a picture in there. I don't think I can. That'll make it easier. Maybe I won't do the whole list, just a few to think about. So this is just a quick way to think about your goals for the year, vision board, whatever you want to call it. Just a few things: relationship goals, health goals, fitness, spiritual goals, finance/career goals, personal and lifestyle goals. So take some time. It could even be something quick, even if you kind of lay it out. Like, I don't know if you can see this. If you're listening, you definitely can't see it. But it's basically laid out into different boxes. So you can just do something simple like this. If you're a notebook girly, you can definitely put this in a notebook, section it out, maybe do 3 points on each one. That way it keeps it simple, or even 2 or 1. If it's a lot going on, if you want to just do 1, I think that's great too. Don't stress yourself out, but at least you want to have kind of a plan of where you're going. That way, when you look in July, you look back like, man, I hadn't done none of my goals. Or definitely if you look in December, you're like, I didn't get anything done. So start now. It's still January. You still got some time. This is the last week of January. So you want to make sure, take the time, even if it's 1 line goals, go ahead and do that so you at least know somewhat of where you're going for 2026. Definitely, if you have a top goal that you want to share with other mamas, put it here, give us some feedback, let us know wherever you're listening so we can know what you're working on. That way, other mamas may have an idea, because somebody may see your goal and be like, oh, I never thought about that. I may try that as a goal too. So think about that and go ahead and check us out on all social media platforms at Mommas and Mannies as usual. If you are listening to us, I would love for you to watch us on our YouTube channel at Mommas and Mannies. Join our Patreon, same name, Mommas and Mannies. Don't forget to share, hit the like button, click on the bell for notifications. I almost forgot what that was called. So you'll know when we're coming out with new episodes, shorts, anything that we have coming up, we can go ahead and share that with you. And remember that me time is essential and it is never selfish. Have a great week. Continue to plan.